Good afternoon and welcome back to another game, another Friday night football game here in Gayville, South Dakota. Tonight's matchup presented by 5 Star Streaming on the Gayville-Volin Raiders YouTube channel is the hometown Gayville-Volin Raiders against the Centerville Tornadoes. Both teams 3-3 in the season. Last stretch before the postseason, looking to make one last shot at the playoffs before they arrive. Gayville-Volin, last week, they kind of put the hammer down on Sioux Falls Lutheran. An absolute blowout of a game. Both sides, all three sides of the field just looked phenomenal. Behind quarterback Spencer Carsons, he kind of did it all. We've seen him make plays on the defense, but his big plays were mostly on the offense side of the ball. Even late in the game last week, he had a touchdown. He was pretty much tackled. I even looked down at my notes, and he still somehow got the ball off for a touchdown. But the main man catching those passes was Hunter Webben. So we'll see tonight if Centerville can stop the two dynamic duo that Gayville-Volin has, or if they have some weapons on their own. Centerville, on the other hand, also 3-3, trying to make a run for the postseason as well. Both teams are kind of in a win-out situation if they want a chance at a good seeding or a good spot in the playoffs. We'll see if they can do it here tonight. Last week, they lost to Marion Freeman Academy, 68-13. So a little thorn in their side in their path to the playoffs as that moves them down to 300. We'll have to see how they do tonight, led by quarterback Alec Austin, a junior, 6'2", 205. So a big guy behind the center for the Tornadoes. We'll have to see if he can get things with his feet or through the air. We got about 2 minutes to kick off. We'll take a quick commercial break and be back with the starting lineups and the coin toss from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermillion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision. Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient.
And the clock has hit 0, so we are ready to announce lineups and the coin toss. So as I was saying, Gayville putting the hammer down on Sioux Falls Lutheran last week was quite a performance. We'll take a minute here for the national anthem, then I'll resume my And if we caught that any of that on the mic, that was the national anthem. So as I was saying, Gayville and Sioux Falls Lutheran. Gayville looked really good. Carsons was throwing the rock. He was kind of doing it all himself on the ground, through the air, and to his main man, Hunter Webbins. The Raiders are down a man with running back Will Fairley. And I was kind of expecting them to be hurt a little bit more with their starting running back out, but they almost didn't seem to mind. They threw their other starting wide receiver, Carter Behrens, in the backfield to be a running back, and he actually played really well. I mean, you shouldn't be surprised, but he filled that spot better than one may expect him to, and when they didn't run the ball with Barron, Carsons just took it himself and had the first touchdown of the game and a few other big runs that propelled them over Sioux Falls Lutheran. Hunter Webbin had 2 or 3 receiving touchdowns himself, 2 or 3 of Carson's 4 or 5 receiving touchdowns, as he kind of spread the ball out, but really his main man was Hunter Webbin, as he would just throw it up to him in the corner in the end zone whenever they needed a play. Centerville, on the other hand, we haven't seen too much of them. So I know by their record they are 3-3. They took a bad loss to Marion Freeman last week, but they are still a 3-3 team. They were 3-2 before that. They only lost to a number 2 ranked Dell Rapids St. Mary by 2 points, and they also lost to Alcester Hudson by 30, whereas Gayville-Volin lost to them by a wider margin. So it should be a fairly even matchup. You could almost give Centerville the edge since the Raiders are without Fairley, but with Carter Barron in the backfield, you almost could cancel that loss out and say they're just fine there. They're announcing the starting lineups for the Raiders right now, as Carter Barron is listed as a safety on the defense, as well as Hunter Webbin. Speaking about the defense, the Raiders did play fantastic on the defensive side of the ball as well. Webbin had an interception. Wyatt Melhoff, who I haven't said his name yet in this stream, but was also a big factor for the Raiders against Sioux Falls Lutheran. Melhoff had a touchdown and an interception, as well as a few other big plays on the defensive side of the ball. So as the refs gather the captains for both teams, we will see the coin toss. As the captains for the Raiders look to be number 2, Coulter Johnson, a junior running back. Number 33, James Buckenberg, a senior running back. Number 1, Miles Eady, a senior wide receiver. And number 5, Alec Austin, the man at the helm, junior quarterback. For the Raiders will be number 12, Grayson Rice. 81, Jordan Woosterwald. 87, Tyler Ani. 54, Tanner Logan. And lastly, number 11, the man under the helm for the Raiders, Spencer Carsons. And another big injury that I forgot about and am now remembering, Gayville-Volin Raiders are without one of their better offensive linemen, Preston Carsons. 6'2", 285, that's a unit out on the field if you have him. So we'll have to see how the protection holds up. Last week it seemed held up fairly well, but you know, Sioux Falls Lutheran probably wasn't the best team to really test that. So it looks like the Raiders will receive the opening kickoff, as Carson's will be the first to lead his team down the field, as both teams talk it over. And we get underway. Returning deep for the Raiders will be number 3, Carter Barron, and number 5, Hunter Webben. Go-to wide receivers, and now running back for the Raiders. And kicking for the Tornadoes. Number 3, Noah Schoenfeld. 5'11" wide receiver and kicker. As that ball sails out of bounds, flags will be thrown, so Gayville should get the ball. So I was wrong. Centerville will be dinged for offsides on the kick, so that will back them up 5 yards, and they will try again.
Okay, so we'll re-kick it.
And now the kick, same side of the field, almost caught by Webben, but he will let that go out of bounds. So they will get the ball on the 40. Excuse me, 30. 35. 35.
No, because it was a 5-yard penalty, buddy. Raiders will take over 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line.
It was a 5-yard penalty. Should be on the 40. Come on, boys. Not a good way to start.
The Raiders like to keep things spread out. I can't imagine they changed the game plan this week, as they do come out in a 2 wide receiver set. As Melhoff is in the backfield, Carsons gets a quick throw off, this time to Carter Barron, as the play is blown dead, but Barron was stripped. Maybe an early whistle by the refs. So the Raiders will keep the ball. 2nd and a long 3, 4 yards to go. Quick pass by Carsons leads to a successful first play. Same formation now. Grayson Rice this time split out. A man we didn't really see much last week. Bad snap by the Raiders will cost them all them yards on 1st down.
33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 12.
So 3rd and 12. One play positive, one back. As Hunter Webben will bring the play in for the Raiders. Twins left. Have to be thinking deep ball. Probably to Hunter Webben. Carter Barron with a quick post in the middle of the field will pick up the first down and be marked down at the 50 for a 16-yard catch. And the first down of the game. Both receivers there, Barron and Webben, crossed right at the line of scrimmage, beat their defender, and Barron happened to be the open one in the middle of the field. So 1st and 10. Carsons takes a snap, is looking deep, has a man on an out route. A little overthrown.
Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 50.
As Woosterwald was the intended target. So 2nd and 10. Back in ace formation. The option this time. Carson decides to keep it himself. Quick little stiff arm. Makes the second man miss, and he will go all the way as he jukes one last defender. I thought he was going to win the foot race. He was almost caught, but it didn't matter as he laid one last juke before walking into the end zone. 6-0 Raiders. With a 50-yard run by the quarterback, Spencer Carsons. So first run of the game will go for a touchdown. The Raiders will elect a 2-point try. 3 wide receiver sets. Melhoff in the backfield. Quick pass to the outside this time to Hunter Webben. And he will get it. So 8-0 is the score. Raiders on top after that 50-yard run by Spencer Carsons. We'll take a quick break from the action and be back for Centerville's first drive on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Hey, it's Paula here at the Hay Shed in Gayville, home of the half-pound burger and homemade onion rings. You know, there's nothing better than wrapping your mouth around a mouth-watering, big, juicy, medium, hand-pattied homemade burger. And the Hay Shed in Gayville has just that burger for you. Grab some homemade onion rings or fries to go along with that mouth-watering burger. Wash it all down with that favorite beverage, and all this goodness is at the Hay Shed in Gayville, where we have good friends, good food, good times, and everything is homemade.
Wait. Toby's Lounge has wings?
Yep, wings.
I thought it was roasted chicken.
Well, yes, they still have the best roasted chicken in the universe, but they also have big, juicy, saucy wings. Only 71 cents each on both Mondays and Thursdays. Toby's Lounge also has 7-ounce burgers that have won Burger Battle. Happy hour starts every day at 5, beers for only $2. Check out tobyslounge.com or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook for all the daily specials. Toby's Lounge open 11 to 9 every day.
And we are back after that long run by Carsons. 50 yards is what I have written down. So Mario Delgado, the foreign exchange from Spain, will be back to kick. And kick he does as he booms it down the field. Returning for Centerville will be number 1, Miles Eady, as he tries to make something happen, but will be pushed out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line. 33-yard line, excuse me. 27. Just shy of the 30, marked down at the 27. So 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. As Alec Austin starts his team in I formation. Quick little run up the middle. Eady has room, looks to break it. One man to beat, but he does not. Making the save. Tackle will be Melhoff as he pushes him out of bounds. For just shy of a 20-yard run. For Centerville. First and 10 from the 46. Little fullback dive.
Dive to number 33, Buckenberg. In on the tackle, number 11.
With the run will be number 33, James Buckenberg. Senior running back. 5'11", 200. In the backfield. So 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for the Tornadoes. As Austin calls for motion, sends him back out, looking to pass. Has a man across the field. That's Eady, who is tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass fake complete, bobbled up by Carter Barron. 3rd down and
Carter Barron with the tackle. Refs will mark it as a loss of 1. So 3rd and 9. .756 left in the game. Another shotgun look. Tornadoes. Austin takes the ball. Looking deep. Has a man in the seam. Overthrows him. It was intended for Miles Eady once again.
4th and 9 for the Tornadoes.
As he broke what seemed to be a cover 2 look. Open up the seam, splitting the safeties. Potential touchdown for the Tornadoes if Austin puts the ball on him. So 4th and 9 from the 47. Tornadoes will go for it. Austin takes a snap. Another deep ball. Has a man, but overthrows him again. That time it was intended for Jace Brower. Another senior wide receiver for Centerville. So both wide receivers on back-to-back plays beat their man and are wide open. Austin just cannot connect. The Raiders will take over now in good field position. On the 47, as Carson's under center. This time hands it off to Barron, who has nowhere to run.
Barron tripped up at the line. Tackle by Buckenberg.
Will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. So Webben off and Melhoff on. Excuse me, Grayson Rice on, not Melhoff. Carson takes a snap, looking to go deep again. Rice was just not looking for the ball. potentially a miscommunication as Rice seemed to be needing to run a quick hitch route or comeback. He was thinking deep ball. So 3rd and 10, 6:54 left on the clock. Twins left. Another pass play this time. Going deep, and it is thrown right to the defense as Miles Eady picks that one off and steps out of bounds. But he does make it to Gayville's 40-yard line. 43-yard line to be exact. So nothing lost for Centerville other than a few minutes on the clock as they get the ball in better field position than they had. Austin this time hands it off to number 33, James Buckenberg, as he makes it about 12 yards for a first down. So 1st and 10, 32-yard line. After the interception and 12-yard run by the Tornadoes. Austin takes a snap. Seems to be a pitch to the left. Eady nowhere to run. Makes some space. Crosses the other side of the field. Carter Barron won't get the stiff arm and will bring Eady down. But not after a gain of 4. Long 3. So 2nd and 7. Austin alone in the backfield. Quick throw to Eady over the middle and too high. Incompletion for the Tornadoes. 3rd and 7. The clock stops with 5:34 left. As Centerville's coach, Cal Braun, seems to be giving signals for the play. My guess seems to be some kind of power. Austin sends a man in motion across the field. Decides to keep it himself up the middle. Trucks Barron, but will be brought down for a gain of 6. Leaving it 4th and 1.
Let's hear you, Raider fans. Let's get a stop.
So Austin, his first carry of the game, goes for 6. If Centerville went for it last time, you have to think they will go for it once again, especially inside the 30. And they do. Trips left. Austin is pretty much alone in the backfield. Will decide to keep it again. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but will be pushed forward as he doesn't stop moving his feet. And the refs will give him a first down. So a gain of 2, maybe 3. For the Tornadoes. 1st and 10 from the 21. Buckenberg alongside. Austin will get the handoff and quickly tackled. Loss of
for
1.
the Raiders brings up second and long.
2nd and 11, potentially 12. Austin sends his man in motion. Takes the pass, looking to pass. Will decide to keep it. And will pick up
Quarterback scramble for about 5 yards.
5 yards.
Tackled by
3rd and medium. 3rd and 7, 6. Just inside the 20 now. This time, trips left. Austin quickly pressured, finds his man off a little hitch route. That will be number 11, Jace Brower.
Brings up fourth down.
For his first catch of the night. A little 3-yard gain. So another 4th down for the Tornadoes. A little longer than last time, as this looks to be 4th and 2. Buckenberg in the backfield with Austin this time. Fakes a screen to the left for a screen middle, but it will be deflected at the line of scrimmage. So no good for the Tornadoes, as they are now 1 for 3 on 4th down tries. The Raiders now deep in their own territory. 13-yard line. Carson this time keeps himself, fakes a handoff. Will truck ahead. Ref throws the flag as we await to see what it was. Seems to be a holding call on the offense. Oosterwald. So that run will be brought back. So 1st and 15 now.
1st and 15. Ball's on the 9-yard line.
Twins right for the Raiders. Fakes a handoff. Quick little screen play to Carter Barron, who will go for about 9 or 10 yards.
For 2nd and 6.
We'll give him 9 off this quick screen play. Minute 40 left in the quarter. This time a quick run for the Raiders, going nowhere. Carson keeps it himself.
Brings up 3rd down.
Give him a gain of 2. So 3rd and about 3, maybe 4. Melhoff is in the backfield with Carsons. Carsons looks to pass, doesn't see anyone this time, scrambles, does find a man now as Barron almost makes a one-handed grab, but can't reel it in. So 4th down. Carsons did take a hit as he threw and is slow to get up. Now in a limp. Carsons will come off as the Raiders will elect the punt. Not something you would like to see for the Raiders. Hopefully at least one defensive series can give him enough rest to be back in. Raiders get the punt off, and Edie will make it to about the 30-yard line, maybe just past. A 10-yard return for Miles Edie. So 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. 29 seconds left in the quarter. See if Alec Austin can piece something together for the Tornadoes. Austin alone in the backfield. Looks to pass, has a quick one. That's Edie in the middle of the field. Makes his defender miss, but won't get much more than that.
Gain of 5 yards, will bring 2nd and 5.
5-yard gain for Edie. So 2nd and 5 as the clock hits 0. That's 1 quarter down in the books. 8-0 is the score. Gayville-Volin Raiders do have the lead, but the Tornadoes are marching on the door. We'll take a quick intermission from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
And we are back here with the 2nd quarter as the Raiders march back on the field. It looks like Centerville is just breaking their huddle as well as they switch sides. So after 12 minutes of play, the Raiders do have the lead, 8-0, after a 50-yard run by Gayville's quarterback, Spencer Carsons, who just before the quarter ended, came off the field limping, looks to be just fine as he's back on the field. Austin now for Centerville decides to hand it off to his running back, Buckenberg, who will pick up a few as it was 2nd and 5. Looks to be a gain of 6. And a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, 11:35 and rolling. Austin alone in the backfield, sends his man in motion, fakes a sweep, scrambles out right, tons of pressure, has a man short. That's Buxenberg with a handy little catch. Will be marked as a gain of 2 for the running back. So 2nd and 8 in the red zone for Centerville. Austin takes a snap looking to pass, has his man into the end zone. Number 11, Jason Brower. As Brower found some room in the middle of the field, just found the holes in the zone coverage and had no problem crossing the line for a touchdown. So 6-8 as Centerville will go for it to match the Raiders. Clock is stopped at 10:47. Took the Raiders just over 2 minutes. Austin in shotgun sends a man in motion, decides to just hand it off to Buxenberg, who will be stopped just short as the Raiders make the goal line stand to keep the lead. So as both teams talk it over before the next kickoff, we'll take a break as well from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
I have seen some nice goals.
Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermilion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision.
We are back after the touchdown from the Tornadoes. Catch and score for number 11, Jace Brower. And the first touchdown for Centerville. So looking to kick off for the Tornadoes will be number 3, Noah Schaffenfelder. As it looks to be an onside kick that goes in the second level. It's Grayson Rice just falls on the ball. Raiders will take over at the 47. 37, excuse me. Carson does march into the huddle. Glad to see him okay. As many in the crowd also glad he is okay. Twins right for the Raiders. Carson takes a snap, looks to throw. Webbin on a quick little move, but decides to throw it to Carter Barron instead, who makes a catch.
First down for the Raiders on the 38-yard line.
30 yards downfield. First and 10 in enemy territory now for the Raiders, as it looked like Carson's wanted to throw to Webbin right away, but had Barron over top to make the grab. Carson takes a snap, looking to throw again. This time a middle screen. Oosterwald had it in his hands, but can't make the catch. So incompletion for 2nd and 10. 10-12 left in the quarter. This time looks to be an option to the left. Carson pitches it out to Melhoff. Doesn't have too much room, but will pick up 8 yards. Maybe 7. We'll see what the refs give him. Gain of 7 from Melhoff. Raiders have ran 3 options plays and all have went for positive yards. I have to think they will start running it more. Flag is thrown as Carter Barron is open in the middle of the field for a touchdown. Looks to be a holding on the Raiders and will be called back on most likely 87 Tyler Ani. And I was wrong. It is not Tyler Ani, but instead number 54, Tanner Logan.
Okay, holding on the play. That'll give us 3rd and about 13.
So 3rd and 13 now for the Raiders, as the touchdown to extend the lead is called back. Have to be thinking another pass play up the seam, as that seems to be the open part of the field for both teams. Carson hit as he threw, as this one will fall short. Number 20 for Centerville, Travis Hybertson, gets the quarterback hit. So 4th and 10 for the Raiders. They are in enemy territory, so I don't think they will punt it, but instead the Raiders will call a timeout. We'll take one as well from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient.
We are back here almost halfway through the second quarter, 9:14 left. It is 4th down for the Raiders as they look to talk things over. They don't have to punt. They are in enemy territory on the 43-yard line. As they seem to be going for it. And they do. 4 wide receiver set for the Raiders. Carson does have a man with him in the backfield. Will look to pass as Carter Barron goes up the seam. And he would have been open, but Carson's will get sacked in the backfield as the pressure caught him from behind. 2 Raiders seem to be down. One of them is Carson's. So 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. We'll take a break from the action as they get things settled for the Raiders.
Hey, it's Paula here at the Hay Shed in Gayville, home of the half-pound burger and homemade onion rings. You know, there's nothing better than wrapping your mouth around a mouth-watering, big, juicy, medium, hand-pattied homemade burger. And the Hay Shed in Gayville has just that burger for you. Grab some homemade onion rings or fries to go along with that mouth-watering burger. Wash it all down with that favorite beverage, and all this goodness is at the Hay Shed in Gayville, where we have good friends, good food, good times, and everything is homemade.
Wait. Toby's Lounge has wings?
Yep, wings.
I thought it was roasted chicken.
Well, yes, they still have the best roasted chicken in the universe, but they also have big, juicy, saucy wings. Only 71 cents each on both Mondays and Thursdays. Toby's Lounge also has 7-ounce burgers that have won Burger Battle. Happy hour starts every day at 5, beers for only $2. Check out Toby'sLounge.com or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook for all the daily specials. Toby's Lounge open 11 to 9 every day.
We are back. Carsons makes it off the field under his own power. A second man injured. Looks to be 54 Tanner Logan. And he is also coming off the field under his own power as well. Both will have to take a play out. See who the Raiders put in to replace Logan, as well as Carson's. Not something you want to see. For either team. So 1st and 10 for Centerville. Looks to be 3 wide receivers for the Tornadoes. Fakes the handoff. Austin looks to go deep. Has ID in the middle of the field. Makes the catch. And a flag is thrown.
For a large game.
See what it was. It was the flag was thrown on the tackle. It will be a face mask on Hunter Webben as he makes a tackle to stop the go-ahead touchdown. So tacked 15 yards on an already big play. Has to be a killer for the Raiders. As the clock continues to roll, just under 9 minutes. 1st and 10 on the long side of the 10-yard line. Austin takes a snap. This time just decides to hand it off to his running back, who is stopped in the backfield.
Nice play in the backfield by Jordan Woosterwald. Bring up second and long.
Buckenberg with the loss of 3 for the Tornadoes. Woosterwald, makes the tackle for the Raiders. 2nd and 13. Clock nears the 8-minute mark. Austin takes a snap, looks to throw. Doesn't really have anything. Will look to take off himself. Will get some yards as he beats the defensive lineman and will go out of bounds. Looks like he stepped out.
Quarterback steps out of bounds at about the 9-yard line.
At the 9, so he will only pick up 1 yard after it seemed like he got 9. So only 3rd and 6 for Centerville. Low snap as it dribbles off the ground. Quick throw by Austin. They will mark it as a catch. It seemed to hit the ground up here, but the ref says otherwise. The line judge.
Still short of a first down. 4th down.
But the head ref and the back judge will say otherwise, as they do mark it incomplete. So 4th and 6 for Centerville. An update on Spencer Carson's. It looks to be heavy tape on that left ankle.
Okay, 7:36 left in the
Timeout is called, so we'll take one as well. 7:36 left in the second quarter as the Tornadoes are marching on the door from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
Without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
As we cut back to the action, Austin looks to throw deep as it goes way out the back of the end zone. So incomplete for Centerville as they turn the ball over once again inside the red zone. Centerville try to dial up a shot on 4th down, does not work out. So the Raiders will get the ball back. Carsons does march back into the game. As mentioned earlier, his left ankle is heavily taped. So 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. Back in ace formation for the Raiders as Carson takes a snap, looking to pass. Quick out to Hunter Webbin. Got it. So a 6-yard gain.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks to be Hunter Webbin's first catch. As the clock continues to run. Second and 2. Carson takes a snap again. This time hands it off to Carter Barron, who's tackled right at the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Tackled by number 9, Corbin Topol. So 3rd and short for the Raiders. Carson looks to throw an out this back to Hunter Webbin, but easily read by the defense.
Pass incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Jace Brower makes the read and the deflection for the Tornadoes to bring up 4th down. Tanner Logan looks to be getting taped as well, showing good signs as he's running back and forth on the sidelines. As Gayville elects to punt the ball, and a flag is thrown. On the offense. False start. That will move them back 5. So 4th and short turns into 4th and long, but it won't matter as the game plan to punt doesn't change. And that one should be on the defense as flags are thrown again. And they will call a false start on Gayville for a second time. Up here, looked like it was an encroachment, but maybe the defender didn't cross the neutral zone. So the Raiders punt it as Idy runs back to catch it, has some room. Thought he had a blocker, but runs past him as Carter Barron makes a tackle.
Barron with the punt.
Just past the 30-yard line. So a stop the Tornadoes needed. Get some great field position with just under 6 minutes left in the second quarter as we are at the halfway mark. Centerville elects to go trips left as Idy is sent in motion. Austin hands it off to Idy, who goes sweep left. Flag is thrown anyway, and Idy will be tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1, but as I mentioned, a flag was thrown. So holding on the offense will back him up 10. So 1st and 20 as the Tornadoes are now on the 35-yard line. Going backwards on their first play of this drive. Austin alone in the backfield. Have to be thinking deep pass as he throws it to the outside. Jace Brower with the catch. Melhoff on the defense, can't quite find the ball as Brower catches it for the touchdown. So 12-8 now as Centerville takes their first lead of the game. So after a few missed throws from Alec Austin, he finally connects with one of his wide receivers. Now Centerville electing to go for 2. Austin keeps it himself and will get in. So 8-14 is the score. 5:25 left in the half. As we'll take a quick commercial break and be back for the rest of the first half from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Wait. Toby's Lounge has wings?
Yep, wings.
I thought it was roasted chicken.
Well, yes, they still have the best roasted chicken in the universe, but they also have big, juicy, saucy wings. Only 71 cents each on both Mondays and Thursdays. Toby's Lounge also has 7-ounce burgers that have won Burger Battle. Happy hour starts every day at 5, beers for only $2. Check out tobyslounge.com or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook for all the daily specials. Toby's Lounge open 11 to 9 every day.
Welcome back after the go-ahead touchdown to give Centerville the lead. Before half, Gayville looking to respond as Mario Delgado, they are not kicking off, they are receiving, as Hunter Webbin and Carter Barron are back deep to kick. And Noah Schoenfelder will be the one kicking off for the Tornadoes. So Alec Austin with a beautifully thrown ball for the touchdown. Makes it his second passing touchdown of the game. And the first lead for the Tornadoes. As another onside kick from Centerville is no good, as number 15 Jeremiah Gustad makes the recovery. So 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. The Raiders need something here as they have not found the end zone or much momentum after their opening drive, which resulted in a touchdown. Carson's now middle screen off to Melhoff, who makes one man miss, tries to find the edge, but won't beat the defense as Idy makes a tackle, but not after Melhoff gains 11. So 1st down, Raiders. That was the momentum they needed. See if they can continue that as the clock continues to roll just under 5 minutes. So 1st and 10 from the 43. Carson's in shotgun, takes a snap, looks to throw deep, has his man on a flag route. That's Carter Barron who makes a catch and has nobody around him for the touchdown. As the Raiders score quick for Carson's first passing touchdown of the game. Their second big play touchdown as the game is now tied at 14. Big choice now from the Raiders. You kick it with Delgado to take the lead by 1, or you risk going for 2. And they will elect to go for 2. As Carson's sends Webbin in motion, takes a snap, looking to pass again, scrambles out to his right, will just take off himself, stares the defender down as he walks into the end zone. So the Raiders will go up by 2. 16-14. That drive was just under a minute and a half, so a quick answer from the Raiders will give them the lead once again. We'll take a quick 30-second break from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient.
And welcome back after the exciting quick score from the Raiders. A beautiful flag route from Carter Barron. And a throw from Spencer Carsons to give them the lead. The Raiders doing what they need to keep the game in their hands. So 4.5 minutes left in the quarter as the Tornadoes look to get the ball back before half. The Tornadoes do get the ball to start the second half. So a quick score to take the lead would be huge for Centerville. So Delgado back to kick. Idy and Brower back deep as Idy makes a catch to return. Can't find much room as he tries to wait for a hole, but there won't be one, so he'll go out of bounds just past the 25-yard line. Looks to be the 26. So Alec Austin, the junior quarterback, marches onto the field. Looks to get his team the lead right back as he's found a good chunk of success in the pass game. His wide receivers seem to be doing their job. You have to think they go right back to it as he's alone in the backfield and a 3 wide receiver set. This time, design quarterback run. Look to be a face mask on the tackle, but maybe I'm wrong as the refs don't call it.
Ball carrier out to the 30-yard line.
So a gain of 2 from the quarterback, Austin. 2nd 8. As the Tornadoes march back to the line of scrimmage, looks to be trips right. Austin sends Brower in motion across the field. Quick little screen pass to Idy. Big block by his other wide receiver. And Idy will pick up about 13 yards.
The result of the play is a first down at the 45-yard line.
As the clock continues to roll, 3.5 minutes left in the half. If I'm Centerville, you have to milk the clock down to not give the Raiders any chance at scoring a second quick touchdown before half. But you have to put points on the board yourself. Austin with the snap. Design quarterback run as he has plenty of room to run for about 20 yards as he keeps it himself. Another quarterback run. Quick snap. Seems to be working as clock hits 3 minutes. And it's 2nd and 5. Ball placed on the 30.
2nd and 5 for the Tornadoes.
As they line back up. 2 wide receivers on the right. Heidi looking for the quick hitch route. He does get it. Picks up more than 10. Seems to be about 12 yards as he goes out of bounds. But the clock continues to roll. 2:20 left in the half. 1st and 10. Ball just inside the 20-yard line. Same formation for Centerville. They have to like the matchups they got. Austin will just keep it himself. Not touched. Then breaks a few tackles. And extends the ball forward to about the 2-yard line. Another 1st down. Raiders need a big goal line stop here. They have done it all half, as Centerville's 0 for 2 inside the red zone. Clock under 2 minutes. As the Tornadoes have a whole set of downs to find pay dirt. Austin's alone once again in the backfield. Have to think he might just keep it himself, and he does. And will easily make it into the end zone for a touchdown. So the Tornadoes take the lead once again, 20-16. Most likely going for it. And they do, as Carson's marches back to the huddle with the play. That quarterback run seems to be working. If I'm the head coach, I think I just run it again. This time option, but Carsons decides to keep himself as he extends over the goal line. Will they give it to him? And they do. So 22-16 as Centerville scores a quick touchdown themselves. A series full of big plays. We'll step aside from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Hey, it's Paula here at the Hay Shed in Gayville, home of the half-pound burger and homemade onion rings. You know, there's nothing better than wrapping your mouth around a mouth-watering, big, juicy, medium, hand-pattied homemade burger. And the Hay Shed in Gayville has just that burger for you. Grab some homemade onion rings or fries to go along with that mouth-watering burger. Wash it all down with that favorite beverage, and all this goodness is at the Hay Shed in Gayville, where we have good friends, good food, good times, and everything is homemade.
And we are back here in Gayville, South Dakota, after what seemed to be a defensive-sided matchup between the Gayville-Volin Raiders and Centerville Tornadoes. Has quickly turned it into a shootout within the last moments of the second half. Gayville scored on their opening drive to start the game up 8-0, and nothing happened until about halfway through the second quarter, where Centerville took the lead 8-14, and then 2 touchdowns, one by each team, quickly followed as Centerville goes for an onside kick, bounced off the first Raider, but the Raiders still get on it regardless. So the Raiders with one last chance to continue this shootout, this last second shootout, from the 49-yard line, 1 yard away from midfield. Carson's in shotgun, takes a snap, looking to pass, has a man, Carter Barron, who can't reel the ball in as it goes right through his hands. So 2nd and 10. Virtually no time off the clock. 1 minute and 21 seconds left. Carson seems to be dealing with the pressure of the Tornadoes' defensive line. This time option as he slides to avoid the hit, but will take some anyways. So 3rd and 6 for the Raiders. The clock continues to run as it hits the 1 minute mark. Raiders seem to be milking this clock to take one more shot play before half, giving Centerville no time for a second touchdown. Little cross action by the wide receivers. Hunter Webben underthrown. Flag is thrown, so clock stops anyway from the incompletion. This will bring up 4th down depending on the penalty. Thrown next to the line of scrimmage. Imagine it's holding on the offense. And it will be as the ref looks to preempt it. So the ref walks backward as if the penalty was accepted, but Centerville does decline. Illegal cut block on the Raiders. So it should be 4th and 6 with 34 seconds left. Centerville will get the ball back for at least 1 or 2 plays. As the Raiders elect to punt. I have to think with so little time left in the half, they would have took a shot play, but beautifully punted as the ball is down right at the 10-yard line.
26 seconds left. 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes.
So 26 seconds left in the half. Alec Austin will have to march his team 90 yards if they want a touchdown. They do get the ball back after half. It would just be smart to kneel the ball out or a quick run play to let the clock hit 0. Austin alone in the backfield, sends a man in motion, does look to take a shot play, has some time now, facing pressure, rolls to his right, looking across body, doesn't throw it, decides to just keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds. I thought it was going to be a crackback block, and the ref does throw the flag. 15 seconds left in the half. Jace Brower seemed to want to give his quarterback a little protection, but did block back towards the line of scrimmage. So it was a blindside block on Brower from the spot where Austin went out of bounds. So pretty much a 1-yard gain for Centerville as the penalty neglected all the yards. Just a simple run play by Centerville. They do gain about 10. So they do pick up the first down, which stops the clock until the chains are set. Centerville does elect to take a timeout. We'll just keep it here with 9 seconds remaining in the half. Centerville has time for one more play to find the end zone. And with a timeout, it seems like they will go for it. You would have thought we seen it earlier in the drive when there was a lot more time left in the clock, but their first pass play ended up in an Alec Austin run, which was brought back from the penalty, and a 10-yard run with 9 seconds left. If I'm Centerville, I'm putting Idy on a seam right up the middle, as that has seemed to be the go-to play all night for big chunky yards. So Centerville elects to go trips right. Austin alone in the backfield. Quick little screen pass to Idy, as he has plenty of room and blockers. Will the Raiders stop him? And they do. 2 seconds left on the clock as Idy goes out of bounds. The Tornadoes have marched into Raider territory on the 49-yard line. All they need now is 49 yards. So Centerville uses their third timeout. This time we will step away from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Wait. Toby's Lounge has wings?
Yep, wings.
I thought it was roasted chicken.
Well, yes, they still have the best roasted chicken in the universe, but they also have big, juicy, saucy wings. Only 71 cents each on both Mondays and Thursdays. Toby's Lounge also has 7-ounce burgers that have won Burger Battle. Happy hour starts every day at 5, beers for only $2. Check out tobyslounge.com or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook for all the daily specials. Toby's Lounge open 11 to 9 every day.
And we are back here in Gayville, South Dakota, as there's 2 seconds left before half. Centerville has the ball in Raider territory on the 49-yard line. The Tornadoes are up by 6, and they do get the ball back after halftime, so a score here would be very detrimental for Gayville-Volin. If I'm the Raiders, I'm putting almost every wide receiver on the team on the field, as the Tornadoes have one more chance, and Austin will elect to dump it off as the ball goes just short to Buckenberg's feet for an incompletion. So nothing will happen on that last play before the half as we head to halftime. We'll go back to intermission and be back with the halftime show here from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
Without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
And we are here at halftime as Centerville has taken the lead after a quick little shootout in the last moments of the half. We didn't have time to play them before the game, but we do now. Michael Schumacher did have time earlier this week to sit down with Coach Pat Beeman to talk about the game plan and strategies going into this game. So we'll give it over to Michael as his talk with Coach Pat Beeman.
Welcome back to our coaches conversation, and on the line we have Gayville-Volin head coach Pat Beeman. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you, and I'd like to thank you again for reaching out and providing the coverage you do for our kids and our programs, and can't believe it's already another Thursday. These things seem to come around quicker and quicker every week.
Oh, they do, don't they? And as the season wears on, as it gets closer to the end, it feels like the turnaround is just that much quicker every single time. So I appreciate you always taking the time, though, to talk with me. Really do. All right.
Yeah, not a problem. Enjoy it.
All right. Well, excellent. Well, and it's always nicer when you're able to come off a win. And you guys came away from a victory over Sioux Falls Lutheran at home. And like we had said, Sioux Falls Lutheran, they're a developing program. But you guys were able to come away with 37-12 victory. Just kind of walk us through that game and how you feel coming out of that, heading into this Centerville matchup.
Yeah, I think we played well Friday night. We came out and converted all our possessions there in the first half into points, and I just think that obviously as we talked about last week, the win-loss side of things, Sioux Falls Lutheran struggling, but we talked about how they can put up some points and haven't been shut out, and our kids certainly didn't take anything for granted, didn't overlook it, and came out sharp, and came away with a nice victory. So it was good. We got a lot of kids some playing time and able to see the field at a home game, so that was nice, and get out of there and like you said, prepare for Centerville this week.
Well, and so you have Centerville again. They're a tough team, but coming off that victory, you guys feeling pretty healthy. Everything good that way.
No, not really. We're down a few kids that probably won't dress tomorrow night, but and some of the ones, including the one that you're about to talk to, are nursing some injuries, but you know what? It's who we got is available, and they're going to go out and do the best they can, and we'll see where the ball ends. But no, we're not. This is probably as beat up as we've been in a long time, Michael. I don't know what's going on, but just circumstantial, I'm sure. But we've had a good week of practice. Centerville, they're kind of a tough matchup for us. They're a lot of skill position players, and they spread the field and get you in space. And we've really stressed the importance of tackling this week out in open field because for us to be successful, we're going to have to do that well tomorrow night.
Well, and that's exactly right. They are a good team, and they a few weeks ago took Del Rapids St. Mary's to the wire in a game that I think captivated the state because I think it was one of the last ones playing that day, and a failed two-point conversion. Otherwise, they would have knocked off the undefeated Cardinals. And then they came back, defeated Irene Wakanda, but then fell to Freeman Academy Marion. I know I butchered that, but
it's a mouthful, Michael. It's a mouthful.
It is. And so you guys are both 3-3. So seems like a pretty even matchup as far as that goes. And if you're starting to look at points and seedings and stuff like that, you guys are pretty close that way as well. How important is this game to you guys as far as you pushing to the postseason?
Well, I think it would go a long way in that respect. It's a conference game for us, so that's important to us. It's we always want to be playing the best ball we can in October, and the calendar tells me that it's now October. So it's important for us. I mean, I don't think there's anything make or break about it, but we want to do what we do every week, which is go out and play well and execute and see where we end up. So hopefully we do that, and we can limit our mistakes and like I said, tackle well. And I think there's probably going to be a fair share of points scored. So hopefully we can come out on the right end.
Well, it should be a fun matchup, and it's hard to believe it. It just sometimes feels like the season just gets started, and all of a sudden you're like, oh no, we are now 6 games into this. We only have a couple of scheduled ones left, and then you start talking postseason. It feels like it goes by in the blink of an eye. Maybe that just happens as I get older. I don't know.
Well, I tell everybody I know, Michael, sometimes days and weeks, can sometimes drag by, but months and years just fly by. And as I'm nearing 50, I feel it myself, man. The time just flies by, buddy. So I hear you. I agree with you. And we're going to be. It'll be Thanksgiving before we know it.
That it will. So, Coach, best of luck on Friday against Centerville. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing how you guys do.
Hey, I appreciate you, Michael, and hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
And we are back here in Gayville. We'd like to thank Coach Beeman for sitting down and taking the time to talk with us. We know time is valuable, and so sit down and talk to us for a couple of minutes. We are extremely grateful for it. On to the half. We got 4.5 minutes before the second half action starts. We'll talk about the first half as Centerville has the lead by 4. Gayville opened the game looking very strong, very hot from the get-go as they scored off a 50-yard run from Spencer Carsons. They seem to be in control. They shut Centerville down. Things seem to be looking good, but after a series of defensive plays on both sides and even an interception from Centerville as Carsons threw a bad ball and Miles Eide came up with it, things seem to be going nowhere for both teams until we hit about that 4-minute mark, 5-6 minute mark in the half. Centerville gets a score to bring things about even. They get a second score to take the lead, and Centerville seemed to be taking control of the game, but Carter Barron and the Raiders were not having it as Spencer Carsons and Carter Barron connected on a long, deep ball touchdown off a flag route. Jace Brower looked to undercut the route and make an interception or a play on the ball, but mistimed it, and Barron came up with the catch and an easy touchdown as nobody else was around. That drive was only about a minute and a half, maybe even less, as Centerville got the ball back and decided to respond on their own with under 2 minutes left in the half. They drove down the field, not a struggle at all, and Alec Austin, the junior quarterback for the Tornadoes, walked into the end zone pretty much untouched, giving Centerville the lead back. Gayville couldn't make anything happen with just a minute left in the half, thinking Centerville was just going to run the clock out and go into the halftime, knowing they got the ball back. But instead, Centerville seemed to put something together on the last drive of the game and march to about the 49-yard line, where they couldn't come up with one final play to seal a third touchdown in 5 minutes. As we look at the second half, both teams seem to have the pass game working. The center of the field seemed to be the target as wide receivers seem to be unmarked up the seam, splitting the safeties. But a fair share of plays have been from the outside as well. So we'll have to see what adjustments each defense makes in the secondary to stop the long balls. We got just under a minute before half ends. We'll take a quick commercial break and be back with the second half of action.
Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermilion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision. Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient.
Hey, it's Paula here at the Hay Shed in Gayville, home of the half-pound burger and homemade onion rings. You know, there's nothing better than wrapping your mouth around a mouth-watering, big, juicy, medium, hand-pattied homemade burger. And the Hay Shed in Gayville has just that burger for you. Grab some homemade onion rings or fries to go along with that mouth-watering burger. Wash it all down with that favorite beverage, and all this goodness is at the Hay Shed in Gayville, where we have good friends, good food, good times, and everything is homemade.
Wait. Toby's Lounge has wings?
Yep, wings.
I thought it was roasted chicken.
Well, yes, they still have the best roasted chicken in the universe, but they also have big, juicy, saucy wings. Only 71 cents each on both Mondays and Thursdays. Toby's Lounge also has 7-ounce burgers that have won Burger Battle. Happy hour starts every day at 5, beers for only $2. Check out Toby'sLounge.com or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook for all the daily specials. Toby's Lounge open 11 to 9 every day.
And we are back. So as I made a mistake, there's still a minute and a half till the half is over, as an extra 3 minutes were added to the clock. So as both teams warm up before the start of the second half, getting the joints, getting the muscles warm to start the action. So as I mentioned, Centerville will get the ball back to start this half. Their offense seems to be clicking as of late. So hopefully this halftime has not cooled the steam this offense has found. Gayville, on the other hand, hopefully made the right adjustments on defense, as Alec Austin seems to be killing him on the ground, and Idy has been killing him through the air. As both teams now march back to their sidelines. Talk over kickoff and return plan. Clock hit 0 on halftime, so we should be underway. As Gayville now marches out onto the field.
Okay, second half coming up. The Raiders will be kicking off to the Tornadoes.
As Delgado finds his mark for the kickoff. And Miles Idy and Jace Brower are back to return for the Tornadoes once again. 12 minutes back on the clock, 4-point game. And we are underway. Booming kick from Delgado, this time returned by Bauer. As a quick little reverse to Eide, as Eide has plenty of room, runs into his own defender. Flag is thrown.
Oh, it stinks when you're tackled by your teammate. Okay, the Tornadoes will take
Most likely some kind of holding on the return team. I thought they were going to pick up and holding on this near side of the field. So it looks to be nothing of harm. Ball will be placed where Eide went out of bounds on the 36-yard line. As Austin and Eide are both in the backfield. Handoff to Eide as he has room to run. Stiff arms one defender. Stiff arms a second one, but can't get past him as Hunter Webben pushes him out of bounds. Not after a first down for the Tornadoes. So one play, and the Tornadoes are already in enemy territory on the 48-yard line. Clock still rolls, just under 30 seconds of play in the second half. Austin takes a snap right back to Eide off a run. This time stopped by Grayson Rice for a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6. 2 runs by Eide to start the drive. So you have to think Centerville is setting up some kind of fake run to Eide, and Austin will keep it. As both are in the backfield once again. Austin this time to pass. Quick throw deflected by the defensive line as Austin picks up his own pass and marches down the field. So a crazy play by Alec Austin from turning a deflection into a big gain will bring Centerville a new set of downs as they are just outside the red zone. So 1st and 10 from the 24. Austin sends Eide in motion. This time just gives it to his running back, number 33, Buckenberg, who makes it to the first down. And they do give it to him. So another first down for Centerville as the clock continues to run. Now inside the red zone on about the 14-yard line. Same play as Austin sends Eide in motion and gives it to Buckenberg. This time stopped after a gain of 3 instead of 10. So 2nd and 7. 9:13 left in the quarter. Now Austin alone in the backfield. Takes a snap, looks to pass, has Brower off a quick out as the ball goes over his head. for an incompletion, so that brings up third down. Austin was hit after he threw. But that incompletion will stop the clock at 8:57 left in the quarter. 3rd and 7. Twin wide receivers on the right. Austin takes a snap. Looks to be a toss left to Idy as he cuts it back up the field to try to find some yards. And will get some, but not enough for the first down, as it brings up 4th and 4 for the Tornadoes. Clock continues to roll. Just under 8.5 minutes in the quarter. Trips left now for Centerville as Idy set into motion going left to right. Austin decides to keep himself untouched as he goes into the end zone. So another touchdown by the Tornadoes as their offense is finally clicking after starting 0-2 in the red zone and 1 for 3 on 4th downs at the beginning of the game. So 28-16. They will choose to go for 2 to extend the lead to 14. Austin seems to get as many yards as he wants when he goes up the middle. I have to think that's what they go back to. This time, Austin rolls out to his right, has a man wide open in the back of the end zone. It is caught. Catching the 2-point conversion looks to be number 3, Noah Schoenfelder. So 30-16 as this game has taken a turn for the worst for the Raiders. So we'll take a quick commercial break. I'm Gage Ravellette. Alongside me is Josh and Griffin from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
And we are back here after that opening drive touchdown in the second half as the Tornadoes extend their lead up to 14. The Raiders now with a chance to answer here in the second half as Hunter Webben and Carter Barron are back deep to return. Just over 8 minutes left in the quarter. Spencer, as Centerville goes for the onside kick, doesn't get it, and Spencer Carsons is warming up on the sidelines to once again lead his team, hopefully to the promised land of the end zone once again.
Anyway, first down at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line in Tornado territory. Carson's in shotgun. Takes a snap, quick little screen ball to Carter Barron as it is shut down quickly. He will get 1 yard off the screen. One thing that has worked for the Raiders has been the option, but Carson has took a few hits in the backfield and is limited on mobility as he faces pressure again. This time it was a middle screen. A big gain from the tight end, 81, Woostewald, for a first down Raiders. As I was saying, the option has been very good for the Raiders early on in the game. They seem to have gotten away from running it, probably partially because Carson's taken a beating tonight, and that left ankle is heavily taped. But you have to think Carson's could bait out the defender to get the pitch off. This time he elects to pass it, has Barron over the middle for another first down. So the Raiders now marching down the field inside the red zone now, just shy of the 15-yard line. As Hunter Webben comes off and Grayson Rice comes in. I don't think they'll hand it off here, so look for Carter Barron on the far side of the field. As Carsons takes a snap, staring his wide receiver down, who makes a catch off an out route for a quick 5-6 yard gain just under the halfway point in the quarter. 2nd and 4. The Raiders are knocking on the door. To bring this game back under control. Carson's now looking to pass for the 3rd time in a row here. Decides to scramble. Finally finds his man wide open in the back of the end zone is Hunter Webben. So the Raiders bring the lead back into a one-possession game, 22-30, with 5:13 left in the quarter. As it looks like they will go for it. To try to bring the lead down to 6. Carson's looking to pass, tries to get a quick one. Can't find Carter Barron as Barron had to lay out to try to catch the ball. So 5:13 left in the game. The score stays 22-30. We'll step aside from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
And we are back here after that touchdown from the Raiders. Both teams have scored on their opening drives this half, as Centerville continues to lead by 8, 30-22. The Raiders could not find a two-point conversion after that last touchdown, but it doesn't matter as this game is still a one-possession game. So now, Miles Eide, who seems to be one of the men on this Centerville team to get the job done, him and Austin are kind of the 1-2 duo as Delgado booms that one almost into the end zone. Eide does catch it as he finds some room to run. One man to beat. Can't beat him. Look to be taken down by the helmet. No penalty is called. That return will bring Centerville to the 48-yard line. So good field position. And not too many yards to gain for this offense that has been clicking. The Raiders need a stop here, as it has seemed like their defense has fallen apart as of late. It does seem to be Carson's is on the sidelines for the defensive possession, so that might have a part to play. Austin alone in the backfield decides to keep this one himself. Quickly brought down. Big stop for the Raiders, as them QB draws have been the thorn in their heel in that first possession. So 2nd and 9. Ball placed at midfield. Four and a half minutes left in the quarter as the clock continues to roll. Austin sends Eide in motion, fakes a handoff, option play, pitches it out to Eide, who tries to make a man miss. Flag is thrown in the backfield. Looks like it will be on the Raiders. It can't be some kind of late hit, as it seemed to be an option. See what the refs say. So it will be unnecessary roughness on the defense,
Okay, so ball is now on the 38-yard line.
which has to have been on the hit of Alec Austin, the quarterback, as he threw the option. So 4 minutes left after the penalty to give the Tornadoes a ball on the 38-yard line. Austin sends Eide in motion again. Jet sweep this time. Plenty of blockers in front of him. Eide, plenty of room to run as well. Will get forced out of bounds.
That's actually a short pass, which gets you about 9 yards on the play.
Looks to be just shy of 10. So 2nd and 1. Gain of 9. Jet sweep is a short pass, so more passing yards for Austin. As with a short distance again, most likely a QB sneak. This time the snap goes over Austin's head. Eide heads up play to go back and recover the ball. Not what you want if you're Centerville. as it's 3rd and a country mile with the ball on the 46-yard line. Austin now. Twins left is the formation. Austin decides to keep it after he's looking to throw. He will get the first down. So a big gain from the makeshift run. The defense seemed to sell hard on the pass, as Austin was able to march to the first down with his own legs. The clock ticks under 2 minutes left in the half as it continues to roll. Centerville is just milking the clock at this point, as they do have the lead by 8. ID one-on-one. Excuse me, he was not one-on-one, but it doesn't matter as Austin just hands the ball off to his running back, Buckenberg, for a gain of about 9. Buckenberg seemed to be stripped, but after he was marked down, clock stops at 1:12.
Well, why are we stopping the clock, idiot? If you rolled him down, he's down.
So a few seconds added back on the clock. Clock starts back up. Another handoff to the running back, Buckenberg. This time no fumble controversy as they pick up the first down. Clock stops at 1:10 until the chains are set. First and 10. Inside the red zone now. I formation from Centerville. Box is loaded. Handoff to Buckenberg once again, this time in the fullback position. Flag is thrown. Seemed to be something on the tackle. Potentially another face mask or unnecessary roughness, which would be a killer scenario for the Raiders, as both refs, multiple refs, talk it over. It does look to be on the Raiders, as refs are now talking it over with Centerville's head coach. Kyle Braun. So, flagrant foul on the offense. Number 3, Noah Schoenfelder, who also kicks the ball off for Centerville. He has also been ejected for kicking the opposing team.
Flagrant foul results in 1st and 25.
That's after the play. That's a dead ball foul. Why?
So 1st and 25. For the Tornadoes. 50 seconds left on the clock. Austin alone in the backfield. This time, quarterback run as it's stuffed as soon as it begins. So 2nd and 25 for the Tornadoes. Clock ticks under 30. Will they let the quarter run out? Buckenberg lined up next to Austin. They will get a playoff. Quick little screen. Austin hit as he threw. Incomplete. So the clock will stop with 9 seconds left. 3rd down. Tornadoes seem to be all but stopped after the flagrant foul. So 3rd and long for Centerville. They need pretty much a shot play. Elect to go screen. Flag is thrown. A second flag is thrown as Jace Brower almost gets down to the first down marker. 2 separate flags have been thrown, both likely on the offense, as things will come back.
No, because you don't let that run in high school. Oh, yeah. They killed that. That'd be a legal formation and maybe a hold over there.
As we get the official word from the head referee. As now Beeman and the head ref are now talking things over. So they won't say the second penalty, but it will be illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield for the Tornadoes. So 3rd and even longer as the clock continues to roll and will hit zeros as there's only 1 second left. That is the end of a quicker 3rd quarter. We'll take a break. I'm Gage Ravellette, and on the computer alongside me is Josh and Griffith from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermilion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision.
And we are back for the start of the 4th quarter, as both teams will flip sides of the field. And Centerville has 3rd and almost the whole half of the field to go for a first down. Ball is placed on the 35-yard line. The first down marker is all the way on the 5-yard line, it looks to me, up here. So Austin now alone in the backfield. Have to imagine a shot play to try to get some kind of first down. Almost picked off. It goes through the hands of number 54, Tanner Logan. So incomplete. Logan was hit as the ball hit his hands, so that could have potentially been the difference maker in an interception. Shouldn't matter too much, though, as it is 4th down. We'll see if Centerville elects to punt or if they'll take one more shot for the first down. Few moments left before a delay of the game. If they can get the ball off, Austin's does as he throws a cross body over the head of his wide receiver, Jace Brower. So turnover on downs as momentum seems to have shifted after that flagrant on Centerville. So an 8-point game. Gayville gets the ball back. 10 seconds has ran off this clock here in the 4th quarter, so plenty of time and then some. If Gayville can potentially milk some of this clock down with getting into the end zone. Fakes a screenplay as Carson tries to go deep, this time scrambling out to his right. Just throws it out of bounds to avoid the sack. That last possession by Centerville milked off a good portion of that 3rd quarter. Gayville would have liked to get the ball back at least one more time, but after a long and weird drive by the Tornadoes, Gayville will only get the ball once in the 3rd quarter, in which they did score to cut the lead down to 8. So for the second drive this half and the first full drive in the 4th quarter, Gayville will need a touchdown here as a quick pass to Carter Barron is no good. Barron didn't seem to be ready for the ball as Carson's wanted to get the ball off fast. So 3rd and 10 after 2 incomplete throws. So spread formation for the Raiders as Carson drops back to pass. Faces a little pressure. Will just decide to take off himself. Carter Barron with a block to give the Raiders a first down. Barron needs to be careful as that one was very close to being considered a blindside block. But it wasn't called. So 1st and 10, ball on the 48-yard line. Carson's one running back next to him takes a snap, just decides to hand it off to Carter Barron, who's met as he touched the ball. Tackled by Centerville's running back, Buckenberg, as he shedded the offensive lineman to make the play. So 2nd and 12, 10:40 left in the game as the clock continues to roll. Hunter Webbin comes out.
Don't make this about me. I'm just playing music.
I know. If you give me a hard time, I'll take it.
I'm not giving anybody a hard time.
Carson now calling out the mic or something in the defense. Will look to pass. Wants something quick. Doesn't have it. Rolls out to his right. Finds Barron as he dives for the catch. It will be ruled incomplete. I think it bounced off his chest. So 3rd and 12 for the Raiders. Clock stopped at 10:11. Webben back on the field. Crucial 3rd down. The Raiders need a play. Carson takes a snap, looks to throw. Everything seems to be covered up. Flag is thrown. Carsons breaks one tackle, slings the rock, has a man open downfield. It is caught for the first down. 82. Caden Wiry. There is a flag thrown after a long time in the backfield. Has to be a holding on the offense. We'll see what the official call is. It is holding on the offense, so the ball will come back. That is the second big play called back for the Raiders. The first one happening early on in the game, which would have been a long touchdown that was called back also for a holding. Clock is running just under 10 minutes. 3rd and a whole mile for the Raiders. Carsons takes a snap, middle screen, looking to get something. Melhoff can't get much. Flag is thrown on the far side of the field. Curious to see what it is, as it wasn't thrown close to any of the blockers. So we'll see if it's a holding. So an ineligible man downfield for the Raiders. Penalty is declined, though, as it is still 4th down. With 15 yards to go. Carter Barron will be back, as it looks like he'll elect a punt for the Raiders. And he does. Nobody's back there to return it. And the ball will be downed at the 31. Centerville gets a stop after a holding penalty, neglects a long pass play. 9.5 minutes left in the game. Gayville's defense has looked like it's been struggling since the beginning first quarter. They need to step up here if they want any hope of winning and keeping their playoff chances alive. So 1st and 10 from the 31. Austin sends Brower in motion. Takes a snap. Looking for the quick throws. Nothing there. Scrambles a little bit. Dumps it off to a running back who has a little bit of room to run, but not much. Will pick up 1 or 2. Catching the ball looks to be number 9, Corbin Topple. So 2nd and 8. For the Tornadoes. Clock continuing to roll. Just under 9 minutes. Austin, running back next to him in the backfield, decides to just hand it off. It is Idy, as he has plenty of room to run. Still in bounds. Carter Barron makes the tackle, but not after a huge gain to flip the field and give the Tornadoes another first down inside enemy territory. Clock rolls once again as the chains are set. As the Tornadoes line back up, this time in I formation, they need to milk some time off the clock. Look to be a fullback dive to Buckenberg. Gain of maybe 1. So 2nd and 9. Clock hits a 7.5-minute mark as Centerville takes their sweet time. Gayville desperately needs a stop. Delay game on the offense, so that will back them up. So 2nd and 14. Clock is stopped. 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the game. The ref calls the clock to roll. Austin takes a snap. Alexa, quick throw off ID's hands. So incomplete, 3rd down. This might be the stop Gayville needs. Seven minutes left in the game. 3rd and long for Centerville as they lead by 8. Austin in shotgun, probably looking for his main man, Idy. Does throw to him, who makes the catch. Will he get the first down? He does. Melhoff forces Idy to juggle the ball, but he stepped out of bounds, it looks like. They will mark him short. 4th and inches. Gayville needs to stack the box here, as Austin has been able to freely run it. The refs call a timeout as they now measure We'll see if it is truly short. It looks to be 4th down. So it seemed to be a whole foot short from up here. As I was saying, Gayville needs to stack the box, as Austin has been able to freely run it up the middle without any harm, and now he's probably going to line up under shotgun to do it. You need all your linebackers in there close, as it looks like it will be a goal line stand. Instead, actually, Centerville looks to have called a timeout before they got the ball off. So what looked to be a goal line stand from Gayville seems to be negated as Centerville calls a timeout. We'll take one here as well. 6:42 left in the game. Centerville up by 8 from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient.
And we are back with the final moments of the game. I guess there is still 6:42 left in the game, so plenty of time for a lot to happen, as we've seen at the end of the first half. Centerville has the ball, 4th and a foot, with the lead by 8. Gayville desperately needs a stop if they want to put a drive together and keep the game a one-possession lead, or one-possession deficit. Austin this time in shotgun. I still think you prepare for the run. He sends ID in motion, and Austin does decide to keep himself. Will he be short? The refs give him 2 or 3. So first down Centerville. Not ideal for the Raiders. Not all hope is lost, though. There is still 6.5 minutes. They just have to keep Centerville out of the end zone. As the Tornadoes line back up, ID right next to Austin. You know where the ball's going. As they do hand it off to Edie, and he's brought down by Tanner Logan in the backfield. Beautifully read play by the Raiders and by the senior. So 2nd and long now. About 15. Clock continues to roll. 5:45 left in the game. As Centerville needs to milk as much time off this clock as they can. Austin takes a snap, looking to throw. Has a man short off a drag route. He is tackled. I don't think he gained even a yard, though. Catching the ball for Centerville was number 9, Corbin Topple, who seems to be filling in for the ejected Noah Schoenfelder. And he has made a few catches since that flagrant penalty. So 5 minutes exactly. 3rd and long. As Centerville is looking for at least one more first down. Austin elects to pass. This time intercepted by Carter Barron, who will go out of bounds at the 25. Gayville has hope. 4.5 minutes left. 75 yards to drive to tie the game. What a heads-up play by Carter Barron as he jumps a route. To give the Raiders a bunch of hope in this game. Both Webben and Barron are lined up on the right. You have to imagine some kind of crossing routes between the two. Carson just needs to have time to be able to sling the rock, and he does, but he throws it right back to the defense as that one is picked off. So Centerville will instantly get the ball back. This one looked to be picked off by Coulter Johnson. So nothing is lost by the Tornadoes other than field position. but that just gives them the opportunity to burn more clock. Fatal mistake by Carsons. He did have a man. He just needed to float the ball over top. This one handed off to Eide, who is stopped after a yard by number 55. Nate Shelster. So 4 minutes left in the game as the clock keeps rolling. 2nd and 9. Austin alone in the backfield, takes a snap, looks to throw a screen just short of Eide, who would have had some room to run.
3rd and 9.
Excuse me, that might have been Jace Brower as the intended target instead of Eide. So 3rd and 9. Gayville is looking to get a second stop. They can't afford a score. Have to imagine some kind of pass play to Eide in the middle of the field. Austin will elect to run it instead. The refs will give him the first down as the clock stops for the chain. So first down, ball on the 40-yard line. 3:43 left in the game. Once the chains are set, clock resumes. On the verge of a second stop, the Raiders give up a big play from Austin. As a little equipment malfunction from the Raiders will bring in a late substitution. So 1st and 10. Clock rolling, under 3.5 minutes left in the game. Trips right from Centerville. Austin trying to put the dagger into this game. Will hand it off to Topple, who breaks a few tackles to pick up another first down. Ball on the 25-yard line as the chains get set once again. So 1st and 10. Refs have not given the signal for the clock to run. Now they do after Centerville points it out. Austin running back alongside him in the backfield. Looks to be Topple. Trips right once again. Takes a snap. Sides QB run. Will cut it back up the field towards the Trip side. Plenty of room to run. But Webben will pick up the shoestring tackle to save the touchdown. Another first down for Centerville as they look to be marching. Eide seems to be in some kind of pain as the clock needs to be rolling again. Ref finally gives the signal. I think Eide got a stinger as he now seems to be fine, but his left hand, left arm seems to be a little limited. Same formation, trips right, Eide in motion as Austin decides to keep it himself. Good blocks as he carries a few Raiders into the end zone. That might be the dagger on the game.
Quarterback run. Brings up 1st and goal.
And it looks like my view from the box is wrong. and it will be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The blue goal line is tough to see from this view. So what looked to be a touchdown is a stop by Hunter Webben as he jumped on Alec Austin's back to make the stop. 2:07 left in the game. Crucial goal line stop for the Raiders if they want any chance to tie things up. A timeout was called. Gayville did call the timeout, so clock is stopped. As Centerville now has time to draw up a play. Idy still seems to be messing with his left arm. So another trip's right. Austin under center though, probably gonna just QB sneak it in. He was stopped right away, but does roll off his blockers. I thought they would have stopped it for loss of forward progress, but they don't. And Centerville will pick up the score, 36-22. They will go for 2. 5 guys lined up on the right. Center pretty much by himself. Austin sends Idy in motion. Kind of a trick play, some kind of option as Idy now looks to throw after picking up the pitch. Did he get his feet in? And a flag is thrown. Most likely some kind of late hit. The receiver did get his feet in, so as of now, the 2-point is good. But will it stand? It is roughing the passer, so Centerville will pick up the 2 points. As the lead is now 16. 2:02 still left in the game. We'll keep it right here. As Gayville now needs a quick score, a stop, and a second score. Both 2-point conversions to tie things up. We have seen that Gayville has the ability to sling the ball downfield. They'll need all of it if they want any chance. This game has major playoff implications as Centerville right now is the 16th in the power points and Gayville is 13th. So a loss here is huge for both teams, one way or another. As Alec Austin now lines up to kick, as Schoenfelder was ejected earlier in the game. Webben and Barron back to receive the kick for Gayville. Deep ball, caught by Webben as he looks for a room, makes one man miss, tries to get to the outside, and will be caught from behind. So Gayville will start this drive. 1:55 left. Ball just short of the 35-yard line. Looks to be the 33 as the ref places it. Gayville's going to need a quick score
First and 10 for the Raiders.
as they line up in spread formation. Timeout is called by Centerville. They must not have liked the formation and the guys out there, so they will talk things over. We'll take a quick timeout from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Hey, it's Paula here at the Hayshed in Gayville, home of the half-pound burger and homemade onion rings. You know, there's nothing better than wrapping your mouth around a mouth-watering, big, juicy, medium, hand-pattied homemade burger. And the Hayshed in Gayville has just that burger for you. Grab some homemade onion rings or fries to go along with that mouth-watering burger. Wash it all down with that favorite beverage, and all this goodness is at the Hayshed in Gayville, where we have good friends, good food, good times, and everything is homemade.
And we are back from that commercial break as both teams are talking over. It looked to just be Centerville needing to make a personnel change. Coach Braun needs to be telling his kids everything in front of you. Do not let a single person go past you, as they can afford a few big plays, but nothing much after that. Do not give the team hope. Gayville 4 wide, 2 on each side as Carsons is in shotgun, takes a snap, 3-man rush, looks to throw it deep, has some time, being pressured, flag is thrown.
On who? Pass ball incomplete at the 35-yard line. Flag on the play.
It will be ruled incomplete. Our camera goes down. We'll work to get it up as I will story tell so far. That will back them up. 1st and 20 now. So 1st and 20 now, minute 47 left in the game. We are back live. Spread formation once again from the Raiders. Carson's in shotgun. Big package, quick throw to Woosterwald, who finds some room to run. Needed to go out of bounds a little quicker. Seemed to be somewhat of a late tackle by Centerville, but won't be called. So 1:40 left in the game. Gayville at midfield still needs 2 scores, as the Raiders do have 2 timeouts. If they can score quick enough, have a chance at tying this game. Another spread formation, as we should see from the Raiders for the rest of the night. Carson's looking to throw, breaks 1 sack, elects to just throw it away as the 3-man rush brings him pressure. So a minute 33, 2nd and 10 from the 50. The Raiders are sure missing Preston Carsons after that play. Before the game started, I did mention how much this pressure will affect the game, and it seems to be a big factor tonight, as Carsons has not had too much time to throw. He does get the ball off here. Caught by 82, Caden Weary. He will fumble the ball, but it does go out of bounds. So nothing is lost. 3rd and short. Clock should be stopped. It is 1:26 left in the game. Carter Barrett in the seams. Look for him to be open downfield as Carson takes the snap in shotgun. elects to go for a quick pass to Hunter Webben, who does not catch it. So 4th down. Gayville almost needs to run this ball to the near side of the field just to pick up a 1st down and get out of bounds, as it is 4th down. Time is not on their side. They do have 2 timeouts still, but can't afford to use them. Carson's plenty of pressure as they only send a 3-man rush. Carson's will decide to run it. He does pick up the 1st. So clock stops at 1:12. New set of downs for the Raiders. That is what they needed at the bare minimum. So quick formation change, not spread this time. Instead of normal ace formation for the Raiders, Carson takes the snap, looking to go to Carter Barron. Carson throws it over his head, so incompletion. Minute 9 left in the game. Carter Barron coming back into the game after getting the play from Beeman. Webben and Barron, both twins left, probably some kind of crossing route, and they do. Will Carson's have time? It doesn't look like it. He throws it out of bounds. Flags fly. It's looking like it intentional grounding as he threw that to avoid the sack, and no receiver was near. As we get the call from the ref. Now they all decide to talk it over. Carson's was out of the pocket before he threw it, but there was nobody in the area.
It's 5 yards from the spot of the foul, loss of down.
All 5 refs discussing the flag.
Around 4:30 or so for the JV game, followed by the varsity match.
Now here's the call.
That's not a high school rule, buddy. But thank you.
So they decide to wave it off. No intentional grounding. So 3rd and 10, 1:01 left in the game. The Raiders need some magic as Carson takes a snap. Heavy pressure, decides to sling the rock, and he does. Incomplete, as it looked to be intercepted by Idy. He did not keep his feet in bounds, so the Raiders will have one more chance. 55 seconds left. as it looks like Gayville decides to throw in their whole wide receiver core. They do need some kind of protection as Centerville is getting pressure off a three-man rush. Middle screen now, as it looks like they will not get the first down. So the clock will stop with 47 seconds left, and Centerville will get the ball back, just needing to kneel the ball out. So Gayville will fall to 3-4 and will most likely be out of the playoff race unless they get some games to go their way. One of them being the Phillip and Lyman game, as it looks like Phillip will take the win over Lyman, so that will also bump Lyman to 3-4, pushing them out of the playoff race as well. They will need a little bit more help, as they need Platte Geddes to lose and Dupree. Centerville, on the other hand, will improve to 4-3. I don't know if that locks them in a playoff spot or not, but it sure does help, as Centerville looks to be done with their season, and Gayville looks to be done as well, as the clock hits 0. So final score from Gayville, South Dakota is Centerville 38, Gayville-Volin 22. We'll take a quick commercial break and be back to wrap things up here from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Wait. Toby's Lounge has wings?
Yep, wings.
I thought it was roasted chicken.
Well, yes, they still have the best roasted chicken in the universe, but they also have big, juicy, saucy wings. Only 71 cents each on both Mondays and Thursdays. Toby's Lounge also has 7-ounce burgers that have won Burger Battle. Happy hour starts every day at 5, beers for only $2. Check out Toby'sLounge.com or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook for all the daily specials. Toby's Lounge open 11 to 9 every day. Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
So as the game concludes here in Gayville, the away team Centerville Tornadoes do take the victory, 38-22. Things looked pretty rough from the beginning for the Tornadoes, as they couldn't get anything going 1 for 3 on 4th down conversions, as well as 0 for 2 in the red zone. On the other side, Gayville started off hot, scoring on their opening drive and putting up another touchdown along the way. But in the end, Centerville ends the half strong with 2 touchdowns to take the lead before half, and a hot second half to give their team the edge and the lead from the beginning to the end of the second half. In the third quarter, Centerville scored on their opening drive, and also along with that milked down most, if not all, of the third quarter in their second drive, leaving Gayville to only get the ball once in the third quarter, which did not leave enough time on the clock for the Raiders to come back and tie the game up. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here tonight from Gayville, South Dakota. I'm Gage Ravellette, and alongside me on the computer is Josh and Griffin. Once again, thank you and good night.